Hello and welcome to today's video, Source One Direct. In today's video, we will cover the features of Source One Direct and learn how to navigate the site. After the video is completed, you will be able to navigate the various queues on the site, view applications that are approved, denied, or pending. Finally, you will learn how you can make changes to an application and upload documents for Source One to review. But before we get started, you may be asking yourself what Source One Direct is. Source One Direct is powered by DeFi Solutions. Source One Direct is a revolutionary LOS, or a loan origination system, developed specifically for Source One. Source One Direct has been in the making for 12 months. The system will allow Source One to take advantage of the current technology that is in the marketplace today, that other LOS platforms simply do not allow. The new LOS platform will allow for faster decisions, greater flexibility, and greater efficiency. Moreover, technology continues to develop. Source One will be in a better position to take advantage of that technology. For example, e-signature for your customers. So let's get started. By now you should have received your Source One Direct username and temporary password. You should have changed that temporary password and are now ready to log in. So let's log in. As we log in, you'll see two areas that we can focus on. For today's training, we're going to focus on queues. So as I click on queues, it opens up four areas that we want to concentrate on: the manual app entry queue, dealer queue, approval queue, and decline queue. Under the manual app entry queue, that is where you'll be able to take an application from beginning to end along with the collateral and submit it to Source One for decision. Dealer queue is where all of your applications will be housed and their current status. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dealer queue. Under the dealer queue, you can see the current status of the applications, the name, the application number, the dealer name, the amount that was requested, and the collateral. And then again, there's your status. If I wanted to just focus on the approvals, I would click on the approval queue on the left, and it would show me just the approvals that are in my system. If I wanted to focus on declines because I wanted to talk to the customer or maybe rehash the decline with Source One, I can click on declines and it would show me just the decline. So it would reduce the amount of information that I had to look at. I can also go up to the search and I can search by application, I can search by name or anything that I would like to do and find the application that way. So for today, let's go ahead and look at the approval queue. When I click on the approval queue, I can see that the app has been approved, the lender status approved, the lender information, the customer information, the FICO score, the application number, the day that it was received, and also the collateral. So now I can click on any of these pieces of information and it will open up the application, but let's go ahead and click on the customer name. Once I click on the customer name, it opens two areas, an application page and a dealer page. The application page is the information about the applicant and also the information about the collateral. If I look in the screen, I can see the information about the applicant, their name, date of birth, and Social Security. As I scroll down, I can see previous address. If a previous address was requested, I can see any information about the applicant, whether they're renting or a homeowner, their mortgage payment or rent payment, their landlord name, the employment type, their employer, their occupation, the business phone for the occupation, how many years they've been there, their gross income on an annual or monthly basis. As I scroll down, I then can start to see the information about the collateral that was submitted to Source One. On the left-hand side is the information that was submitted to Source One: the sales price, the cash down, the net trade, any rebates, unpaid balance that was requested, any service contracts that were sold, any gap policies that were sold, and then the amount financed. Also, what may come over is the term, APR, and payment if the dealer sent those over. The middle section you'll see is a section for Source One. So if we came back and made a decision on that request, we would put those in the middle. So if we change the sales price, If we change the gap or the warranty, we would put all of that here. So the middle section is what that we came back with our decision. The last section on the right, if you did a contract or were constructing a contract, it would be the information, then the contract would go here. So again, the left is what was asked for by the dealer, the middle is what's requested by Source One, and the last part is how you contracted it. So now that we've got that, let's say we want to make some changes for this information and getting it ready for a contract. I would go up and I'd click on Dealer Page. Once I click on Dealer Page, it now gives me the parameters of the approval and the information that I can change to get it ready for a contract. You can see here that I have a minimum rate and a maximum rate that I can sell. I have a minimum and maximum term, a maximum warranty, gap, minimum down payment, and the trade equity that's required. And this one, it's 0 because there was no trade equity. As I move down the screen, I then see areas that I can change: the sales price, the trade allowance, the trade payoff, and also the net trade. And then as I come down to the total taxes, you can see the taxes sometimes come over as one lump sum, but they need to be itemized on a contract. So I can move over to the right-hand side, and I can add sales tax, city's tax, state tax, or other tax to itemize those on the contract. I then can change the total fees also. As you can see, total fees are one lump sum. I can come over to the right and I can put license fees, lien fees, registration fees, state fees, and title fees that add up to that $425. Any front-end fees I can also put down here also. Then when it comes down to warranties, I can type in my warranty that I sold, my gap that I sold, any wheel and tire protection, paint and fabric protection, and any back-end fees to arrive at a total amount finance. As I move down to the bottom, I can then select my term that I want for this contract. I can select the contract date that the customer is signing. I can select the rate that I sold to the customer, and then I can finally select how many days before the first payment, whether it be 30 to 45 days. Once I'm done with that, it will then change the payment and give me all the information that I need for the contract. I can come down here and make sure that the length of the vehicle is correct, the VIN is correct, everything about the information about the collateral is correct before I move to docs. Once I'm done, I can hit save and I'm ready to produce the docs. In today's video, we won't show you how to produce docs because we are producing a video on taking an application from approval all the way to doc preparation. But one thing I wanted to show you is the ability to upload files. So let's assume that Source One has requested a driver's license for this application. I can go in and hit select files. I can download that driver's license from where it's stored on my computer, and then I can click upload to upload that driver's license to the software. As you can see here, I've already done one. I can also click the right-hand side and check the box to show what it is, whether it's a privacy policy, UCC filing, and this one I've checked driver's license. As I get out of that, I can then open up the document to make sure it's what I wanted to give to Source One. And as you can see there, it would be a driver's license, and this one is my business card. So again, I can go ahead and hit save here, and it would save everything. If I don't hit save, it will not save the information that I've stored in. So very critical that you hit save. Once I'm done with that, I can collect on queues. Once I click on queues, I then go back to the main screen where I was before. So be on the lookout for a couple more videos. One is submitting an application and collateral to Source One for approval. And the next one after that would be taking an application that's approved and all the way through docs. So I appreciate your time today, and we look forward to seeing you on other videos. Bye-bye.